Instructional leadership is the support, the expectations that are set, and the accountability that enables us to have really strong and rigorous curriculum implemented across classrooms and really high quality instruction taking place by all of the teachers and instructional leaders.
Instructional leadership is also coaching. So just like a sports coach will coach their athletes, there's real-time feedback, it's granular, right? If you're playing baseball, it's swing your arm a little bit to the right to get that extra 30 feet off the baseball. And then in the classroom, an instructional leader is telling the teacher, okay, try this technique again, ask this question, ask a how question. That type of bite-sized support really grows teachers quickly, and that's what instructional leadership is all about.
There are many aspects of our work and the actions that we employ as an instructional leadership team that really support our teachers to develop their practices, their instructional practices.
I think about it cyclically, so we'll come together as an ILT, we'll sit down, we'll look at trends based on data. It's very data driven, so we'll pull up a grade levels interim assessment, or we'll pull up the step wall and look at data. That PD that we delivered, the reteaching 101, I think teachers are still struggling with the difference between a model and a guided discourse.
Yeah.
Then we'll plan within the ILT meetings how we're going to address and close gaps with teachers, which trickles into the weekly data meeting. Today, what we're going to focus on is specifically charting for the area model. So share out some do's and do's for the area model.
So my note is,
when I think about where we were, a couple of years ago, we had strong data analysis processes, but they were tied to interims, and interims are implemented, every 6 weeks, and so there's a lot of time between those interim cycles where data and learning is taking place and it needs to be monitored. And I think what's so beautiful about what's taking place this year is developing the expertise within our teams, within our teachers, within our instructional leaders to enable the data analysis process to take place so much more frequently.
Data meetings themselves being weekly, we're fixing those gaps almost immediately. So we're not waiting until the end of the year or till the end of the month to say, oh, scholars learned a whole unit and these are the multiple gaps that they have and now we have to plug and chug when we can. Now we're just literally going back, looking at their assessments and getting right back in there.
Which is going to put the best teacher in front of students with such powerful knowledge of what they need the very next day.
After the fact, we come back together, okay, how did this go? What could we have done better? What can we continue to do? What are the next steps, action steps?
Is there an opportunity for teachers to identify or let us know when that reteach is taking place? Like how, coming out of those data meetings, are they saying this is exactly when this reteach is taking place? Because I feel like that's going to help us be able to then plan.
It's a constant cycle of reflection, which supports the leaders and the teachers.
I think what's so powerful about what's taking place is that just as students are learning, our teachers and leaders are learning and we're growing, and it's so gratifying to be a part of an organization where we really embody the good, better, best, and all of us are really engaged in the type of reflection that enables us to make decisions that are improving outcomes for our students.
If the leadership didn't come in and the teachers were just teaching us stuff, then I wouldn't be here growing my brain today. I think with their help, it makes the class better.